Oi, 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 oi. What's up? What's going on, people? Just calm, dialing in today. Wanted to bring up something that's kind of tripping me out today. Probably can't hear me with this background music. So, what's going on around the world right now? One, the LIBOR scandal is such a huge such a huge impact on the world that not really paying attention to how this affects everything can affect you in the long run. Two, here in the United States, it looks like on July 27th, Hillary Clinton will be trying to sign a treaty that will basically take away our Second Amendment rights, which is right to bear arms. And some of the requirements in the treaty would be that you would have to register your gun, you have to basically, this is not really just for the United States, this is for the international gun trade and law. So there's going to be special stipulations and rules for you to even purchase a gun, then register it, and if you already have a gun, registering the gun that you have, which is really crazy because there's a lot of people with a lot of guns. So I don't know. They say stuff like AK-47s are not supposed to be anywhere else but on the battlefield. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Also, gold prices just within the past 2 days went up around almost $200 an ounce. I was just watching it this morning, the gold prices. And silver probably went up a couple of cents. So, gold is hard to purchase, being that it's so expensive per ounce. So, I mean, putting anything out there to look as an investment metal, then probably silver. But there's a supply gap, so it would be really cool if you actually invested in the mining companies, like gold mining companies and silver mining companies, being that they're the ones that are going to be extracting our next levels of gold and silver. I would diversify my funds when it comes to that. As far as I wouldn't invest in one company over another. Honestly, I'd probably invest in a couple of them. Like back in my investing days, I was a pretty high risk, trader, I guess you would say, and did a lot of commodities, and then I did some bundle groups. And the cool thing about the bundle groups is that you can they call them baskets, but the basket that I had was the brick. I had all levels of brick, which was brick 1, brick 2, and brick 3 through time, and they did okay for me. They were cool. There was a great return, but if I could have focused a little more on individual companies within that basket instead of basketing them, I probably would have made more money. It's one of those times now where you have to really think and implement what you think is going to work for you in the future, because the fly-by-night investments aren't really there anymore. So think of something that's going to be in the long term, not a short run, like those mining companies, because they're going to have to up their productivity just to supply the world with their silver and gold, unlike they have in the past, since we don't really use it for those reasons as currency. So hopefully this will get some parties started on production, so that at least there's going to be some on the surface of the soil, so that there's no major issues with hoarding of gold, like China is trying to put 1,000 tons in Hong Kong, They built a big vault for it, and they're going for it big. So you got countries that are swooping up as much precious metals, and if you don't get on it before they do, they will probably swoop up majority of what's already available. So I definitely suggest, getting some prices out there, checking. And I looked last night for like a silver and gold supplier, and I went on Yelp so I can see reviews instead of just looking up a business and hoping for the best. I went to Yelp and looked at reviews on certain businesses in my area, and I found quite a few that seemed to be pretty useful, and it stops me from driving around or calling to see what things they offer. So that's something that's really cool to use, and that was Yelp.com, YELP.com, and you can search there. Next, let's see, food prices still going up. Corn and soy getting out of control, mainly because of the drought, and because of the drought, we're losing more bushels per acre, and that's just going to cause the prices of food to even more skyrocket, minus the fact that they're not getting what they thought they were getting. Now the supply is going to be less, so they have to charge for that, so be ready for high corn. Also, make it a priority and buy some seeds. Buy a lot. I can send you to my website, which has some seed packages. This is for people that don't want to go shopping and finding their seeds, because I'll make a package for you. They're all heirloom organic seeds, and I sell through Etsy.com, and this is the URL name. It's www.ALLTINGSCREATIVE.ETSY.com, and this is my website for some of my handmade goods, as well as seed packages that I make, which again are all heirloom organic seeds. On here, I try not to sell corn seeds just because corn's so precious. So if you want to have a lot of corn, then I suggest you buy packages of corn seeds. Then you'll be better off, because I don't offer that many corn seeds, just because I use from my stash of seeds and make people's packages. And I have a huge variety of seeds. I have a ridiculous amount of varieties. I wish I could even list them now, but just about every seed package that I have is a different variety of seed, and it's really cool to have that kind of library. And I think that it's really cool if everyone starts working on that and getting their own seed bank going, so that they can provide for themselves and for their families if they would like, or if need be. And also, it's a great bartering tool. If you want to get anything, most likely your seeds are going to be able to go faster than someone else's junk, because that's food. So just keep that in mind. If you can't really invest in silver or gold too heavy, I definitely highly suggest investing in seeds, being that they have more weight as far as value per troy ounce than gold or silver. So think about that. Seeds cost a lot of money, and they'll cost even more as time keeps going. So definitely keep that in mind and purchase some seeds.